Today I'm going to talk about, we are talking about Nick Carraway from different perspectives. And my mind is the relationship between Nick and Gatsby, and my opinion was based on Nick's perspective. Yes. And at first, page 67 and 68, this is the place where they first formally met and talked to each other. After Nick has described Gatsby from the back of the curtain in his house, and so vague and so obscure from the curtain in the chapter 1. And in the party, in the Gatsby's party, it's Gatsby who strike up the conversation with Nick and to talk to him. And Gatsby say, "You look so familiar," and the reason why is because Gatsby has seen Nick before in the military one, for they served in the same troops, and Nick doesn't know. Nick doesn't know the person he's talking to is Gatsby until the end of the conversation. And until the Gatsby say, and Gatsby and Nick feel very shocked because he only see the current figure from his house in the past. And after their conversation, Nick was very curious about Gatsby for his background and everything about him, and he even asked Jordan Becker for it. And during the process, they started to know each other and gradually became closer. For example, Gatsby started to invite Nick to many activities like hydroplane and some big party, and he even take Tom to the bar to introduce his boss, Mayor Watson, and on the contrary, Nick also helped Gatsby invite Daisy to his house for afternoon tea and to make a reunion for this old lover, Gatsby and Daisy. And they gradually become like very good friends, like buddy and bro, and became closer. And in the end, page 222, Nick say, "I didn't want to go to the party. I wasn't worth a decent stroke of work, but it was more than that. I didn't want to leave Gatsby." And also the 221, Nick also expressed his deepest feeling by saying, "They are a rotten crowd. I shouted across the lawn. You are worth the whole damn bunch put together." I think this is a part where Nick expressed the deepest feeling of his from the bottom of his heart and tell Gatsby he's a better person than everyone else in his figures. And Nick also say, "I've always been glad I say that. It was the only compliment I ever gave him because I disapproved of him from beginning to the end." And it seems like this is because this is the last time he talked to Gatsby before his death. So I think Nick is very glad he said that because he never got a chance to see him again. And this is the place Nick is showing affection to Gatsby and confessing that he is better than anyone else after all. And even the end of this conversation, Nick gets back to the office and Jordan Becker called him, and they have a little short conversation. And Nick cannot remember which of them hung out the phone because he didn't really care. And after they hung out the phone, Nick also called Gatsby to ask his situation was in. Yes, and I think many reports on the internet say maybe Nick Carraway is a gay and in love with Gatsby, but I don't think that is really true. I think that's just Nick's admiration for Gatsby, and he considered Gatsby to be the most decent and respectful person in his life and in this book. Thank you.
Okay, so I want to talk about Nick Carraway from the other three main characters' point of view. First, I want to start by talking about Nick Carraway, how he perceived himself. From chapter 3, page 85, he says, "Everyone suspects himself of at least one of the cardinal virtues, and this is mine. I am one of the few honest people I have ever known." Often when someone suspects themselves of their virtue, they're not actually that virtuous. So when Nick says, "I think I am honest," perhaps it suggests that he's not actually that honest as he perceives himself. And also, because this book is written by his perspective, we see a lot of things from his eyes. So, in my opinion, I do want to believe that Nick has clear eye to see all the people he met, and his feelings for people is true among all the others. And because he has that sense of right and wrong, it helps to elevate him above all the other characters in the book. So next, I want to talk about Nick from Daisy Buchanan's view. This is a paragraph from chapter 1, page 21. This is wrong. "I love to see you at my table, Nick. You remind me of a rose, an absolute rose." Well, for Daisy, although Nick and Daisy are cousins, they don't actually know each other well. Quoted from the book also, Daisy says that, I don't even know him well. He didn't even come to my wedding." So from this sentence, we can see that Nick and Daisy don't actually know each other. But despite this fact, whenever Daisy comes across a situation is too complicated or is out of control, or an argument, she always reach out for Nick's help. To her, Nick is like someone that can comfort her and calm her down. To her, that Nick is a rose on the table. It's a decoration that can always please her and make her feel happy. Next, I want to talk about Nick from Tom Buchanan's view. "Don't believe everything you hear, Nick," he advises me. This is from chapter 1, page 28. Also, I want to talk about the comparison between Tom and Nick. Tom says this sentence because he thinks that Nick's going to listen to all the gossips and the rumors that Daisy tell him about their marriage. But actually, Daisy seems to tell Nick only from her perspective, and she always talks about how she feels and never talks about how Tom sees this situation. So Tom suggested Nick not to believe everyone. This is important because I do think that Tom is someone who is less sentimental than Nick, because throughout the book, Nick is the one who hears Gatsby's story and do believe and admire him as a model. And part of him, I do believe that part of him want to become like Gatsby. So in the end of the book, Tom Buchanan is the few people who actually see Gatsby for who he truly is, which is a bootlegger and a criminal. And comparison between Tom and Nick is that Nick is the one who brought Daisy back to Gatsby. So I think that his moral standards are no better than Tom, really. And in the end, I want to talk about Nick from Jordan Baker's view. This is a paragraph from chapter 9, page 222. You said a bad driver was only safe until she met another bad driver. Well, I met another bad driver, didn't I? I mean, it was careless of me to make such a wrong guess. I thought you were rather an honest, straightforward person. I thought it was your secret pride. I'm 30, I said. I'm 5 years too old to lie to myself and call it honor. She didn't answer, angry and had a love with her. A tremendously sorry, I turned away. This is a paragraph in the end that Jordan Baker called Nick, and she wanted an explanation of why Nick has turned her down so coldly in the end of the chapter.